Well, hello YouTube and RV fans. Today we're going to do something a little different, but practical. I've been cleaning out a lot of my drawers of, crap I don't need and receipts and whatnot. And I've noticed I've got a lot of brochures and receipts from many RV parks and places that I've stayed in the last, say, 18 months or so. I'm quite certain I've probably stayed at upwards of 50 different locations in the last year and a half. So I want to talk about a few of them, especially the places that I think some of you during the summer travel season are going to stay at. Let's first start with the Grand Canyon. So many people take their RV to the Grand Canyon, and the chances are you're going to stay at the Trailer Park Village. That's the main one. It's run by a contractor right there on the south rim. Now, this is an interesting story here. I actually didn't even wind up paying for my RV spot there, because if you get there too late, like after the gate people close, the gates open, you can come in and you can pay in the morning. Now, unfortunately, or fortunate for me, I guess, I had to move on, and I didn't want to wait until the gate opened, not that I wasn't willing to pay, but there was no way I was going to waste several hours of my time just for that, when they should have just put an honor box and I would have just paid that way. So there's a tip for you: arrive late, leave early, and you can get a free spot in the Grand Canyon if you're that desperate. But I've been to the Grand Canyon so many times. One day is good enough for me. But there you go. The spots aren't really anything to write home about. They're pretty basic and fairly expensive there in the South Rim. But it's a great option. A lot cheaper than staying at the lodge there. Another place you're going to probably go, a lot of people jump in their RV and head to Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm and Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, this is one of the parks on the north end of LA County, Castaic Lake RV Park. I probably stayed here for like 4 nights. It's a bit expensive, but LA is typically expensive, and it doesn't have a lot of RV options. Now, Castaic Lake is only a couple miles from Six Flags Magic Mountain, and it's been open for decades, because I remember staying there in the 80s when I was a teenager, and my parents took an RV to California. So it's a little older. I think I got some videos up of me staying here. Spots aren't very big, and the prices are kind of high. But what can you do? It's Los Angeles, Anyway, another place I've stayed at a lot, especially at the hotel, is the Laughlin RV Casino KOA. Now, the beauty about this place is the hotel rooms are cheap. If you want to just park your RV, there's RV parking for free. And if you want to get really thrifty, you can spend 1 week in the park and 1 week dry camping, which is free. And you could kind of do that forever. And the prices aren't too bad either. Spaces are of average size, and there's a few things to do. You just walk into the casino and sign up for their club card, and you can get deals at the buffet too. So it's very popular. A lot of RVers on YouTube have stayed here too, and there's a golf course nearby if you're a golf fan. So I really love the Laughlin RV Casino RV Park. It's great. And for a state park that I loved, because I was the only one who spent the night there, the Antelope Island State Park. This is at Salt Lake City, and it's the biggest island on Great Salt Lake, and it's $15. There's no services, but you can literally spend the night there, especially in the winter and off season, with just the antelope and the buffalo. Great place. Had a wonderful night there, and for $15, hey, can't beat it. Moving right along, this is Benbow KOA. Stayed here several days. This is several hours north of San Francisco Bay Area on Highway 101. Staff here, I remember, were extremely friendly and very nice. Spots are typical KOA variety. There's also some cabins you can rent. Prices were reasonable for what you got, and Cablevision was also included. So Benbow, I definitely, if I'm coming through there again, I think it's a bit south of Fortuna, California. And, oh, Phoenix. A lot of people going through Phoenix. This is an RV park that is 55 plus, but I stayed there anyway. They didn't give two poops. They just looked at me and took my money. Now, the thing that I didn't like about this place is the weekly and daily spots. They're really, really Spartan. And Pioneer RV didn't tell me or any of my neighbors that they were going to turn the water off. And my neighbor was about to do a dump and had no water to flush their lines. And I wanted to fill up my tanks too, so I kind of got screwed. So shame on you, Pioneer RV Resort. I love the fact that you let me in, but I hate the fact that you didn't give me a notice that you're going to shut the water off for maintenance in the morning, because that really sucked. So you're on my definite maybe I might not come back list. But hey, if you're desperate, Pioneer RV Resort. It's on the north side of Phoenix. Here's a place local here, outside of the Vancouver area, just east of Chilliwack, Camp Rattle Falls RV Resort. It's open year-round. They have off-season rates too. You know, not too bad. The off-season rates are fairly reasonable. Canadian dollars, of course, so you Americans, your money goes a little bit further. There's a bunch of people who live there year-round too. Great place to winter. The weather is pretty mild and the rates are pretty decent in the off-season. And I think this is one of my receipts for that. This is shoulder season. I paid $35 a night. Not bad. And moving on to Utah. The St. George's KOA. I remember spending a couple nights here. I think it was I think it was a day after the Academy Awards, because I remember my batteries were running low and there was snow, and I was kind of trapped in southern Utah in a freak snowstorm, which is strange because St. George usually has good weather. And it was all right. Not really, nothing stood out in terms of negative or positive. I think the only negative thing is it's on the north side of town and there's nothing really there. So it's not close to town. But it's the way it is sometimes. Land's cheaper outside of town. That's where they build these things. And moving to another Canadian one. This place is very popular. Penticton's Park Royal RV Resort. They don't offer any deals, and it's very expensive. I believe I paid over $60 or something a night. Now, the spots are tight, and I was in spot 12. But the location is fantastic. It's right where the tubing area is, where there's a canal where you can tube from Lake Okanagan. And there's shopping and stores nearby. So, good location, very expensive. And during peak season, they can charge whatever they damn well want. And you know what? I'd go back, but I wouldn't stay too long because it's kind of pricey. But hey, location, location, location. So those are just a few examples of some of the places I've stayed at that I just wanted to share with you and share my thoughts with you. So in the meantime, stay safe, folks. Keep your wheels in the ground and happy RVing. Bye-bye.